Hello everyone, welcome back to the internet's best reactions. Today it is the Japanese Grand Prix and things kicked off in the championship fights. If you haven't watched the race, I strongly recommend you do before watching the rest of this video. So the start of the race was quite action-packed in the sort of 3rd to 8th kind of region. You had Ocon, fantastic start. But as you kind of look towards the back of the field, we had Carlos Sainz spinning off into the wall at turn 4, I think it was, and Togomiz. At Togomiz says, Sainz already practicing how to be Palmer. Moving on, Arava, congratulations to Lewis Hamilton for winning the 2017 F1 Drivers' World Championship. Now why would he be tweeting that at 6:12 in the morning, 12 minutes into the race, for Sebastian Vettel? And it really was quite a painful thing for me because people think I'm a Hamilton fan, people think I'm a Vettel fan, I had an interview with him. I'm a neutral, okay? As much as people don't think I'm a neutral. And when I saw Vettel have a spark plug issue and getting just passed by cars left, right and centre, we knew it was all terminal, and it really did give me that sinking feeling that this championship is over. And lo and behold, 59 points after this race. Can he still do it? So at Badger GP, Ferrari team meeting, and one of my favourite gifs of all time, a historic gif, I open it with the I'm done and open the window, it jumps out the window. You also have fake Charlie Whiting at Charlie_Whiting, Ferrari's 2017 championship, and you have a grandad going up the escalator and then kind of falling backwards. So another one from Jack Evans, or at EvansJack05, Vettel down the, oh dear, streets. Interesting, anyway, yeah, so then it's got a gif of a sloth, I think it is, just crawling very, very slowly. It really was, he kind of channeling his inner Honda, really was Vettel. And the Scuderia Ferrari quality management after the last 2 races right now, from at B Bergmat, I'm going to go with Bergmat even though there's 3s and a 4, and he's got please disperse, which that gif has many different taglines, but please disperse. We've got Honda, we have the worst straight line speed, Ferrari, hold my beer, and that's from Curva Faceda. So the race itself was okay in terms of entertainment and overtaking. There was a bit of midfield battling, and during the race, at IGP Manager says, I appreciate the optimism, and it's when we have the graphic come up of the Suzuka circuit, and you've got Hamilton and Verstappen. I think it was when Hamilton was in the pits, and he was going to just come out, and Verstappen is not even into the last chicane, and they're showing the graphic just in case it gets a little bit close, but as he says, he appreciates the optimism because they were really not that close. Nico Rosberg was part of the Sky F1 team. I thought he was actually going to be worse than he was, and he actually gave us some really good insight, especially during the race when they're asking about the rear tyres heating up or why Mercedes struggled in hot weather. So Rosberg, to be fair, was a pretty good pundit, in my opinion anyway. Let me know what you think. I bet there's going to be a lot of hate actually, I'm so sorry, comment section. But someone asked him, do you think Ocon will get a Merc seat for 2019-2020? And he says, top candidates. Ooh. Fanboy, right? I'm not neutral, I'm not on fanboy, alright, okay. As we found out after qualifying, this was Jolyon Palmer's last race. Relating to Palmer, you've also got Matas2F, who says, when you vote for Palmer for driver of the day, and it asks you if you're human. I mean, it's not just for Palmer that it does it, but it's still quite funny that that was Jolyon Palmer that he was trying to vote for, so. Sorry, Jolyon! We had a couple of funny moments at the end of the race on the podium where Takuma Sato was carrying out the interviews. The funniest thing for me that happened on the podium was where Ricciardo has picked up Hamilton's phone, which was next to the trophy whilst Hamilton was being interviewed by Sato. Ricciardo has picked up his phone and just started taking pictures and like a video, I think, on there as well. And you've got from WTF1 Official, which is us. Looks like Hamilton left his phone unlocked on the podium. He's got all these different pictures of Ricciardo, which is just amazing. I don't know if you've seen this, Alistair, or not. Yeah, you saw that. Yeah. He is just the best person for this sport.
And now it's time for Race Rundown with your host, Matthew Gallagher.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Welcome back to the Race Rundown, my favourite part of the show. Let's get straight into it. Your finishers for the Japanese Grand Prix are as follows. Hamilton, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Bottas, Raikkonen, Ocon, Perez, Magnussen, Grosjean, Massa, Alonso, Palmer, Gasly, Vettel and Verlaine. And your non-finishers are Stroll, Hulkenberg, Ericsson and Vettel.
Okay then.
Ocon was up to third on lap 2, just balling, just kind of, oh yeah, he actually got his elbows out against Ricciardo, fair play to him. Up to third, thinking maybe, because he really wants a podium before the end of the year. Don't think it's going to happen though, Force India's not that good. Not good enough, sorry. They are a pretty decent midfield team. But up to third at one point, was probably dreaming of the silverware, but unfortunately it did not come to fruition. There was one point in the race where Hamilton was coming under pressure from Verstappen because Bottas was sat in first position, was still on his soft compound tyres that he started the race on, whereas the Hamilton and Verstappen were on new softs. And Hamilton was getting sort of caught up in the dirty air of Bottas, which meant Verstappen was closing in, got within DRS, and then Bottas just slammed on the brakes into the last chicane. Hamilton went through, and then Valtteri was used as a blockade, as that's all he's really good for. The last 2 laps were probably the most exciting out of the whole race, where there was a virtual safety car and then Hamilton's tyres were a little bit sort of cold and his temperatures were off and he had a bit of a strange vibration, he said. And then he caught up to, I think it was Massa and Alonso fighting for 10th place. And all of a sudden, Verstappen was in half a car length of Hamilton in the sort of penultimate lap. And we were like, oh my God, Verstappen's going to win. I was just genuinely so shocked that it had happened. But then Hamilton managed to get through at the hairpin. And Alonso then just sat in between them. And I'm there like, oh my God. But entertainment values as a whole, let me know in the comment section below what you rate this race out of 10. Just have an open dialogue, okay? Me and you. Tell me your rating. Come on, do it. Do it right now. Go on. I was just not going to edit this until you've done it, okay? So 5, 6 out of 10, whatever. Just pop it in below. Cheers. So that's been the internet's best reactions for the Japanese Grand Prix. If you want to get involved, use the hashtag WTF1 or tag us at WTF1Official, and the best and funniest tweets may just feature in this glorious series. America in 2 weeks' time, I'm actually going out there, which is going to be quite exciting. But until then, if you want to watch another video, click just here. If you want to subscribe, which you do, click just here. And if you want to visit our WTF1 shop with cool stuff like this, click just here. I'm Matt with WTF1 and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Goodbye!